one that has the potential to redefine how stories and experiences come alive. With that, please put your hands together for our leaders, Mr. Rajiv Chilaka, founder and CEO of Green Gold Animation, and Mr. Harikiran, COO and co-founder of EBG Group, to take us through this exciting partnership and share the vision behind it. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Jehi. Good morning, press and media. Thank you, first of all, for taking time out on a Monday morning to come and join our presentation. I think, I am personally very excited for many reasons, but this is something we've been dreaming on for 2 decades. Of India to a Disney World or to Florida or different parts of US or nowadays in Dubai or Singapore or Hong Kong, we always see international cartoon characters dominate their space, different fields, different in whatever space, sometimes merchandise, sometimes restaurants, sometimes theme parks. We have seen international characters dominate those spaces. I always felt, when will we see an Indian character dominate spaces beyond just television or cartoons? I think the time has now come for India, and it's our pleasure, it's my pleasure to announce that we are starting something exciting very soon along with EBG Group, and it is called as the name says, Chhota Bheem Cafe. First of all, I am very proud that we are making this announcement in our home city where Green Gold has been founded almost 21 years ago in Hyderabad. So we started, the reason for also choosing this location is we started not too far away. Our first office was in Secunderabad near Vikrampuri Kharkhana. Then we had in 2007 we moved to Begumpet, so about less than a kilometer from here, Indian Airlines Colony, there we had an office, and we felt this is the place where Bheem became who is, and we should have it in Hyderabad. So very happy that the day has come. As Green Gold, we've been around for 21 years, as I mentioned, and we are India's #1 IP creator. We have created over 16 different IPs, among them the most popular being Chhota Bheem, Mighty Raju, Kalari Kids, Krishna Balram, Chhota Startup, and so on. Of course, Bheem has been a flag bearer not just for Green Gold animation, but for the entire Indian animation industry. This has been a game changer, because very important thing that for any industry to work, first there has to be domestic industry, and India has been great supporter of whatever we have done, and we've been proud that Chhota Bheem has been accepted by one and all, from whichever part of India, north, south, east, west. Bheem has been accepted, irrespective of the religious or cultural background people had. And Bheem has traveled beyond India. It's not just Hyderabad or South India or North India, it's gone beyond India, South Asia, Southeast Asia. A different version of Bheem, Mighty Little Bheem, now is available in 191 countries and done phenomenally well. Today, we are proud home to Bheem and many other IPs, and we have employing currently close to 900 employees, artists, creators, technicians. Very proud that all this has been able to be achieved in Hyderabad. More importantly, we have worked with the who's who in the entertainment industry. We are partners with the likes of Warner Brothers Discovery, Netflix, Disney, working with Pogo Channel for a long time, working with Viacom, Sony, and so on, including Amazon Prime. We've been very fortunate because the time when we started We had the success in the initial years, and from there it taken Bheem almost 17 years and is continues to keep going strong. Based on not just Bheem but other successful IPs, we have built a business not just around TV shows or theatrical films, but also into licensing and merchandising, into mobile games, into PC and mobile games, into recently we diversified as a company into VFX for web series and films, and also we have studio floors in Hyderabad where we can shoot state-of-the-art films. And most recently we have also diversified into live action movies and web series, including our Chhota Bheem coming in live action that happened last year. Based on the success, when we started out, we felt across the globe, as a company, Indians usually are very good. Indian companies are very good in creating services. But we said, I got tired of hearing from Westerners that Indians are great at service, but Indians cannot create products. And I felt, I don't think it is that. Our market was not ready. Now our market is ready, and we launched many IPs. We started with Vikram Betal. It went on to be a phenomenal hit. Similarly, we did Krishna for Cartoon Network. It did fantastic that it was in the top 3 shows of that year across kids channels. Then came Bheem, which changed everything for us and the entire domestic animation industry. Then came Krishna Balram, followed by Chor Police, Love Kush, Mighty Raju, Arjun the Prince of Bali, and then we had spin-off versions from Bheem like Super Bheem, Bheem in the City, Mighty Little Bheem, and so on. Besides this, we have also produced shows on Kalari Kids based on Indian martial arts, Kalari Payettu. And most recently, we also done a Chhota Startup. What we found was Indian kids have become so smart that at 10 and 12 years old, they're discussing startup ideas. And we felt this time has come that we should do that. And last year we launched it. It is still on the initial years. I'm sure it will go on to become a very successful show in the near future. So as I mentioned, Bheem started in 2008. 17 years later, it continues to be the #1 show in India. It continues to be #1 show, not just on television, but as a brand. Bheem is a well-known trademark today, and if you can find it on Registrar of Trademarks website, that most brands out there, you see that the trademarks of international companies who are operating out of India. But Bheem is one of the unique IPs, born in India, made for India. Now the local hero is also going global and is already gone global. So we are phenomenally proud of what we have done with Bheem. But please remember this, it is just the beginning. Today, Mickey Mouse example, we are inspired from the success of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. Has been around, more than 5 decades, 6 decades, 7 decades. It's been around forever, I feel. And they've been hugely successful. Today, on merchandise and, theme parks, cafes and other things, Mickey Mouse does a business about $3 billion annually. That day is not too far away in the future that our Bheem from India will do billions of dollars of business, not just in India, but across the globe. And today is an important milestone in that direction. And we are happy to tie up with EBG Group, who are going to help us take this dream forward. And it is very important that when we are experts in animation media space, we are experts in understanding children, what they love and all, but we don't have expertise in food and beverages industry. Hence we thought we should tie up with industry leaders. Over to Mr. Hari here from EBG Group. He is the co-founder and CEO of the group. Over to you, Hari.
Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you very much for the brief introduction that you have given. So, thank you everyone for making your time on a Monday morning. So, it's been a really great journey for Green Gold, as you can see. So they have done a really good thing with Chhota Bheem. So it's been a household name right now, not in India but across the globe, in almost 191 countries, as you mentioned. So they are already doing merchandising and many other things, which has already caught up many people's eyes. But right now it's a stage wherein we wanted to take it to a next level with the experience that we have. So just to give you a snippet of what we are. So we are EBG Group. So we are a multi-sector conglomerate wherein we are operating out of multiple cities in India. So, and the reason why we have choose Hyderabad to start with is because of the city, that the growth that is going on in the city, and also because Green Gold is established right now here. And we have done a lot of survey, and we have got to know that the acceptance for this kind of theme-based cafes would start in Hyderabad. And also coming back to what our vision is, we have been a no-nonsense path approach from the start, wherein we have partnered with many pioneer companies, licensed with many global brands in order to launch different sectors, including mobility, including health, including lifestyle, food, and in many other things. And our always commitment has been from the day one is people, planet, profit. So we never wanted to go out of this three P's, and that's always stood from the day one. So right now we operate almost 500 plus employees across India. We are rapidly growing. We have right now companies in all the sectors, as I mentioned. So now I would like to briefly talk about the sectors that we are operating and the brands that we are operating. So brands include, I would like to start with the first brand, which is Acer. So we are working with Acer, the laptop brand itself, wherein we have launched electric vehicles under Acer brand. It's been a successful venture for us, wherein we are present across 30 plus cities, and we are operating 50 plus retail outlets across all these cities. And we sell electric scooters, electric motorcycles, and electric bicycles under that. And also we have one more brand, which is Daewoo, which is a South Korean brand, and we have launched appliances under that. And going on to the food experience that we have got till now, it's through Adira and Appa Cafe, which is a South Indian filter coffee chain. That's been a very good success for us. In fact, we are opening 2 cafes in Hyderabad very soon. And also we have 50 plus locations that we are coming up with in the next couple of months. And this collaboration that we have done with Green Gold, it's a really good thing for us with the expertise that we have got in food and food industry. And we wanted to give an experience for everyone out there, for the kids, for parents, for teenagers and everyone. In order to, because if you see other countries, there are so many IP-based themed cafes, which is primarily missing in India, and that is something which we wanted to give to India with an Indian created IP, and that is where we have joined hands with Green Gold to come up with that initiative, and soon you'll see so many things popping up, and I would like Rajiv to present the vision for what we wanted to do.
Thank you, Hari. I think, like I said, we are very excited about this partnership and the vision that we have for Chhota Bheem cafes. Of course, starting with the name, it is going to be called Chhota Bheem Cafe, and yes, it is going to be designed around the theme of Bheem and Dholakpur, and obviously, and the whole food, everything will be designed around that. As you know, we want to make sure that we give healthy experiences to parents, because today it has become very important on what we eat, and we want to make sure that we are able to give healthy food to children. We want to make sure that the children that walk into our cafe are going to be having a great experience that they want to keep returning. And obviously for the business owners, including ourselves, we want to ensure that we run the cafe in a profitable, economical and affordable way, and so that everybody wins. So whoever walks in, we want them to have great experience. We want to ensure that we keep on building more and more cafes. So this is briefly about our vision, and more importantly, the it is going to be designed in a very child-centric way in every step. Both Green Gold Group as well as EBG group deeply, we all care for our children and their growth.
And also the safe and healthy part of it, because we wanted to give kids a healthy experience. What is happening right now is because of the Western influence and everything, people are used to the junk food that is happening around us. We wanted to give kids a healthy environment and a safe environment for them to come and experience new things in the cafe itself, and also create a sense of thing for parents in order for them also to come and experience the cafes, because parents are the main people who come and bring their childs. So we wanted to give a safe environment for parents as well.
So today's kids have become, very savvy because the exposure they have, it is international. They're watching international TV shows. So everything they expect, they expect very clean, posh, very smart, kid-friendly designs. So our space is especially going to be experience that is going to be tailored to the kids. We will also ensure the safety. We will ensure that there are no sharp edges or anything, because kids, we don't expect them to be sitting at one place. They're going to jump up when they see something that they want to engage with. A Beam's character is there. You want to take pictures. They're going to jump and run. So we want to make sure that everything around that area is safely designed, because for us the family's happiness comes first.
Perfect. So next we'll move on to what's the special IPs of the whole cafe. So here we would talk about the IP-led cafe chains that are there across the world, and here Chhota Bheem Cafe would be the first of its kind in India, which is an IP-led experiential cafe, and we are happy to say that it is an Indian-created, Indian-owned IP, and we are rolling out in India right now.
Yeah, I mean, of course, why Bheem? Very clearly, it's something, a brand, parents trust, Indian parents trust. Still now, no one ever has attempted anything like this. So it's the first time something like this is happening. It's the first time an Indian character is going to lead a business, and completely solely on the success of Chhota Bheem's character. Hence, we have a first mover advantage. Also, not just a first mover advantage, but we have a responsibility, because there is a dialogue in Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Same thing goes here with the brand of Beam. We have great responsibility to ensure that the children eat safe food, healthy food, promotes growth, not just height and weight, but also intelligence. And with the experiences that we are going to give them, inside the cafe, it's not just about coming there and eating there. We're going to promote work from home moms, work from home dads to come to our cafe, give the child their space. They can work, do calls, while the children are experiencing this place. So it's something that we only imagined during COVID days, but this is something that happening truly, and we're very happy that, especially fathers and daughters, it's a great place for them to kind of bond, same time getting their space from each other. So we love the design and thinking that EBG Group has, and they brought so many finer nuances and thought, and which we plan to open in the next 45 days to 60 days. So when that happens, we personally invite you all to come and experience a physical store as well.
And here we are targeting three kind of people. One is the parents itself, because as we mentioned, if parents feel safe, that is when they will allow their kids to enter the cafe and also see how healthy it is. So we wanted to promote a healthy living for the kids, and that is where parents get confidence. And also the main important part right now, no one in India has really experiential thing that they do on weekends or weekdays. We wanted to give that experience to parents and every generation that is there right now.
So let's say that Beam came in 2008. So when a child was 10 or 12 years, he has grown up on Beam. Today he's a parent. He's got a toddler, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. For these parents, it's a nostalgia for them to come back and experience Beam. For the children, I mean, luckily Beam is still relevant. Obviously, it is not relevant because we are showing the same old content. We constantly are innovating on content, constantly giving the Gen Z kids what they want to see. We're constantly giving the younger kids what they want to see. So our target audience is going to go beyond just children and families too, and we're targeting also teens and Gen Z audience who understand branding, who understand these spaces. They want to experience this because they always have grown and felt safe around Beam, and we want to feel them to feel the same coming here. And of course, they travel on their own. They are 18, 17. All these are also welcome in our cafe.
And also, it's a very good hotspot for Instagram movements, which all the Gen Zs are looking for, because we wanted to create that additional experience and additional themes in the cafe itself. We wanted to have party places, we wanted to have many other additional things so that all these kind of age groups can come and also experience this. And coming to what we are serving right now, we wanted to give the best food possible to all the kids out there and also the parents, obviously. Here we are concentrating mainly on protein-based foods. The reason being, protein is really important for everyone right now, and that is missing in all the foods that kids are consuming right now. And here, if you see all the options that we have shortlisted, all comes with different healthy things. So I would like Rajiv to explain more about it also.
Yeah, I think when we talk about Bheem, what is the first food that comes to your mind? It's laddus, right? But same time, parents will kill us if we give them too much to eat. So we want to ensure that we give healthy laddu experience to our children. So we are going to be designing the laddus that we're going to sell in Chhota Bheem cafes are going to be healthy laddus. And of course, similarly, we want to make the new generation of Indians, the children, they love eating multi-cuisine food. So we definitely want to make sure that, because in one house, two children, one guy likes dal and rice, but the other likes pasta. So we have to figure out how do we design for this family, which you have inside the family, the tastes are so multilingual, and I mean multi-cuisine or whatever you call that. So we want to ensure that we give different tastes, and ensure same time it's healthy and tasty food. Of course, if it is not tasty, I mean,
Kids will not have it.
Yes, exactly.
And here, if you see, we have multi cuisines. When Rajiv mentioned, we have things like pita pocket and everything, which is a Mediterranean food, which is fully loaded with proteins. And we also have shakes that are really healthy for kids. If you see all the menu options here, everything is focused towards that. And we wanted to give a new experience for the kids, that healthy is also good for health, tastes good. So people feel that only junk food tastes good, but here we wanted to have a different thought process altogether through this Chhota Bheem cafe. And now we wanted to present the plan that we have.
So I'll just add one more thing. So so for the menu, I think you've seen some of the items here, but we will be shortly launching chhotabheemcafe.com, where you actually can go and see what are the other menus, the detailed menu items that we are going to give. And of course, you can also make suggestions as responsible journalists. You can suggest us what kind of food will suit our children. We're happy to take that and put it into our menus. Now on the business side of things. So the first and foremost thing is that together we will be opening the first 2 pilot cafes in Hyderabad. So we plan to execute somewhere between Diwali and December. Our first 2 cafes will be operational. These will be our pilot cafes, and followed by, we plan to open around 200 to 300 cafes in the next 3 to 5 years. But we have given ourselves a target of 50, which is realistic, 50 cafes the next year, that is 2026. The way these cafes are going to be operated business-wise, I'll let Hari do that.
So here, just to add to Rajiv's point, so the first 2 cafes would be operated entirely, owned and operated by the company. It would be 2 types of cafes that we wanted to operate. One is an express cafe, which is a small size cafe, which is 1,000 square foot, which would be more of a fast serve and high throughput. And the second one is a cafe which is 2000 square foot, where we wanted to give a multi experiential thing wherein people can party, people can come, people can spend their whole day there, and many other options for kids. So that is what we wanted to experience, and we can experience in Hyderabad in next 45 to 60 days. And going forward, after this pilot that we are doing, so from next year onwards, we wanted to expand this whole cafe into FOCO and FOFO model, which is franchisee owned, company operated, and franchisee owned, franchisee operated. In these two models, as Rajiv mentioned, we wanted to have at least 50 cafes in the next 1 year, and we wanted to roll out at least 200 to 300 cafes in the next 3 to 5 years. And that is our commitment internally, and we hope we do much better and much more in the coming future.
I think one of the important point that I would like to mention that this cafes that we're going to start across India, with Bheem being a global brand today, I think I know for a fact there's huge fan following in UAE for Bheem, similarly in Sri Lanka and other parts of Asia and Southeast Asia. So I'm waiting for or Abu Dhabi,
Yeah.
where we also have Chhota Bheem Cafe. So we're very excited about it. And one more important thing is for the fans of Bheem who come to these cafes, they will also be able to buy the merchandise of Bheem. So Bheem's merchandise, which of course a lot of stuff is there pirated, but the original merchandise, high quality at a reasonable price, will or can also be purchased at these cafes. And we feel like we are definitely inspired by the way India is going to become a global superpower, not just in other ways but also economically. And we want to also contribute to that growth, to the vision of our Prime Minister. We want to ensure that we want to make sure this is made in India, make in India, for India and the world. Very important that I think I personally, I mean, if you go to any city, suddenly now you'll find McDonald's, Subway, Taco
KFC.
Bell, everything. But very few Indian brands have gone beyond India. Of course, there are Indian restaurants operated in a different way, but this vision for us is that we want Chhota Bheem Cafe to be a global brand, and we need your support in guiding us. How do we do this in case we have missed any step, to guide us and ensure that we make India proud, Indians proud, that yes, there is this kids brand in India that is going to create waves not just in India but across the globe. And Chhota Bheem Cafe is just the beginning. It is just beginning in building a great experience place for our children, safe, healthy, and more importantly, a pleasant experience.
So it's a glad experience for us to join hands with Green Gold and take this initiative to the next level. And we wanted to give the best experience possible to all the Indians and all across the globe with the Indian created character. And we want to take Indian name global for sure. And we are so happy to take this initiative forward.
So I think over to Jehi. I think we have spoken enough about Chhota Bheem on the screen. I would personally like to see him.
Yeah, sir, thanks a lot for walking us through the detailed vision. I am excited to spend my winter vacation hopefully this year